Bev Buds.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you're listening and wherever you're listening from. This is the Bev Buds. As always, I'm your host, Trent Reardon.
I'm Daniel Gray.
And Carl Wright.
No awkward pause this time, Carl.
Why do you always stuff up the intro?
Because last week I was listening to the other podcast and I remember it was so awkward.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, it's staying.
Today's Bev is supplied by my sister Laura.
Yes.
Oh.
And it is Feral Brewing Company.
Biggie juice.
Biggie Juice.
Interesting.
East Coast IPA.
Wow.
Now, the can is quite scary looking.
I really like the can.
It looks like something out of Saw.
It does, doesn't it?
Thank you, Trent. Well, thank you.
Hakuna Matata.
So these
It does
are...
not say that, does it?
No, because
For those of you listening, on the can, there's a dead pig or like zombie.
No, he's alive.
It's a boar. Like...
A zombie boar of some sort,
Yeah.
by the looks of it.
No,
So
he's a king.
They're 6%.
Yeah.
They're 1.8 standard drinks. So it's brewed
Wait,
and 1.8.
Okay.
So it's brewed and canned by the Feral Brewing Company
Right.
in WA.
Right.
The interesting thing, I've never seen this on a can before.
Yeah.
But it says, treat like milk. Refrigerate when possible. Does that mean you put it in your cereal?
Well, depends what you mean. You have
It says roll before opening.
Yeah, well, maybe we give it a good roll,
Roll.
gentlemen.
As in, alright, so we're rolling the beers on the table. I've never done this before.
Oh, God.
And what does that do? Does it say?
I don't know.
Maybe it's
I
symbolic
mean, I don't-
of the boar rolling in shit.
Jeez.
But what's the reference to Biggie Juice? Is it like, I mean, obviously it's referencing Notorious Big or Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
But like, are they saying, like, is that what the pig's meant to be?
Is
He meant to be Biggie Smalls?
I don't think it's like cans supposed to be like an art piece where you're supposed to figure out
Can I do what comes to me straight away? Why the missed opportunity?
Right.
Piggy Smalls. Because I've got the pig. Anyway, should we crack
Right,
her?
yeah.
Sure.
Alright. You haven't shaken him up, Trent?
Yeah, we rolled.
We've rolled them.
Alright, let's go.
Yes. I think I like it. I actually quite like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
Yeah.
It's an IPA.
It's very hoppy.
It's very hoppy.
Whew.
Ooh, Dan's maybe 2 thumbs down. 7 podcasts. You don't like it, Dave? Or it's very hoppy. Like,
Very hoppy, and it's like the IPAs we had last week, the
Yeah.
furlongs, but it's a lot stronger taste.
yeah.
like-
Obviously, being 6%, it's going to be stronger.
So can I ask as well, with this Bev Buds situation, does it have to be alcoholic?
Yeah,
It's called
You
a
reckon?
it has to.
Bev. It's called a Bev.
yeah. Bev's an alcoholic.
Okay.
What are we going to sit around drinking
Drinking milk.
cordial?
No. There's one thing I want to bring
I'm
in.
reviewing my big M's.
Have you, because you've been to, what's the name of the Japanese place in Mornington? I can't think of it. The buffet.
Okami.
Okami.
Yeah, so have you.
Yes. Have you had the mango juice there?
No.
Okay, so I wanted to bring it in because it's disgusting. So it's basically,
Oh, those cans in the front, and
they've got chunks of fruit in them.
I was gonna try those things.
Oh, it chunks in the
so,
can.
Yeah, so like you know when you get like a can of peaches.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine thinking, oh, I'm gonna have a nice, refreshing juice, but it's filled to the brim of like
Oh.
chunky bits of fruit.
It must do well though, because they said they ran out for me when I went to try it.
Because that's why I was asking you if Bev Buds has to be other. Because I was going to bring these and watch us struggle to swallow them. For the
You
next
could do
hour.
it, but you can mix it with vodka or something. We could try that.
Hey, we could. Maybe an Okami special. Listen, I'm just really not a fan of it. And I don't know anyone else that's had them. And I want to share it. How was everyone's weekend? Did we have a good weekend?
Yeah, good.
You just choking on your drink there, Dave.
No, yeah, good. I went roller skating.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. I've never done it before.
Yeah.
I didn't fall. So fell a bunch.
Did
but
you fall? You didn't fall down? Did you do the
No,
wobbly
no, I did
thing?
the thing where like I fell and landed both hands on the ground. Then watching kids like 8 years old ride past me like doing these like big like skids around. But the one thing I had there where I went like, I'm getting old. There was a song that came on. It's a big TikTok song. I don't know what it is exactly.
Yeah.
And the kids started turning into an orchestra singing this song. Like I couldn't tell you what it is off the top of my head. The song.
Well, it was from TikTok.
Yeah, it was.
How do you know it's from TikTok?
Kasoph told me.
Oh, okay.
And she just like She said to me like she really liked the song, but the second she's listening to all these like, is it Generation Z now? And they're just singing this song in unison.
In sync.
Did you feel left out?
Oh, I felt so old.
I feel like there's no way to crash gracefully on a roller skate.
Nah, not at all.
Like, you just go down. Like, your legs fall out. Or like, what'd you do on the weekend, Trent?
Nothing, Kyle. I basically worked and that was about it. Just painted parts of my house and...
You painted the house?
Well, just some rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. But while I was at work,
yeah.
right, on the Saturday, I was on my tea break and I was upstairs. I made myself a couple slices of toast.
Right.
So I got the toast out of the toaster and obviously being a workplace, you use like a communal butter, a communal Vegemite.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So anyway, I got the toast out and as I was spreading the butter on, I've realised that, you know, oh shit, I've got too much butter here. What do you do in that situation? Like being a communal butter,
I'd scoop it.
You put it back on. You put it back in the tub. You'd put your butter back in the tub.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do with it. What would you do with it? What did you do with it?
I just commit. I just go. That's it. I'm gonna have to have a real buttery piece of toast. Same goes with the Vegemite.
Right.
Just what you said then. Now here's the question for you. Because
Right.
I do this, and I know, like, my parents used to kill me when I used to do this. When you're done with the knife, what do you do with it, like, if you're at home or whatever?
I put it in the dishwasher.
I honestly,
What?
I leave mine on the edge of the sink.
Yes!
Is that to show you might want more?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a very like I'm not satisfied that I'm done.
Yeah. So you just have it there ready in case you want another slice.
I do the exact same thing, and my parents used to get so annoyed at me because they're like, "Just put it. You're like that close to the dishwasher. Put it in."
Well, what about glasses? Like, if you get a glass out and you have a drink,
Yeah.
what do you do with that glass? Do you leave it on the bench, or do you have one drink and put it in the
I
dishwasher?
have a cup. I've moved to a cup that I bring around with me, and I use it for gym, and I use like a bottle, like a drink bottle, and I use it. But I unscrew the lid. That's why I'm calling it a cup. So I've got, at home it's a cup. Put the lid on it. It's a drink bottle when I go out to the gym. But that's my communal. Use it for work. Use it for around here. All that sort of thing.
Because look, I'm sorry, Lauren, if she's listening, and no doubt she is. But I've got a bit of a grievance with her.
Oh no.
Where I like to leave my glass on the kitchen bench because it's like when you've worn a pair of pants for half a day. You've
Like,
still
they're
got
not
some
done.
use in
You
it,
don't
you
need
know
to
what I
wash
mean?
them.
You don't need to wash it.
Yeah.
It's not dirty. And I'm ready to go back for another drink.
Yeah.
So I head back into the kitchen and the glass is gone. And I said, where's the glass gone? And why do you keep, like, what's going on? And she just grabs it and puts it straight in the dishwasher.
Yeah, like clean. Keep
Yeah.
the kitchen. Yeah.
Like, all right, here's another question for you. Because when Kyle lived with me, that was my worst. I know it was my worst thing I used to do. If I used to make pasta or something,
Oh yes.
like I couldn't be bothered to like wash it till the next day.
He would soak all these pots in the sink
Oh.
and like leave them with like, you know, like when you put like, you have like your bolognese, you have this noodle thing, and it's just like sitting in the sink covered in like suds.
And it's like starchy water as well.
Yeah, that's probably
That was my worst. I don't like.
So we haven't really talked about, how's your movie list going, D, for the year? Because at the start of the year with our podcast, we sort of talked, we're going to try and watch as many movies as we can.
That's right. And you were aiming for one a day.
I'm on 20, so I'm about 20
And we're into the
behind.
second month.
Yeah.
For people who don't know as well, we list every movie we've watched this year.
New movie.
Yes.
New movie that we haven't seen before.
that you haven't rewatched.
Yeah.
I'm on 33.
So you watched 33 new
Wow.
movies. That's pretty good.
So you've got more than Kyle at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the movies I've watched though this year, I haven't loved.
Yeah.
Because Kyle and I were watching movies last night, and I told him about a movie called Greenland that I watched. I watched it with Soph. Because we just felt like watching like an easy movie. It's a Gerard Butler movie.
Oh, yeah.
So like, you already know, like, it's just like him just saving the world or whatever.
Yeah.
But this one's like, all it is about, there's an asteroid heading towards Earth and everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing that's going to stop it. Soph and I watched it, and I loved the movie. Like, I thought it was really good. Like, I think it's because I just wanted to turn off my brain and just watch something like where it's just him running around, like trying to survive these little asteroids going to kill him.
Yeah.
And, like, I go to my dad, like, oh, you should watch it. I think you'll really like it. I come home, and my dad's like, that is the shittest movie I have seen in a very long time.
Was he expecting like a masterpiece? Like,
I told him it wasn't anything like fantastic.
Yeah.
But I just said like, oh, I really enjoyed it, and my dad just goes like, you've not watched a good movie. It's like my dad like just dogged on it so much.
So, speaking of movies, I guess.
Yeah.
I was watching a movie the other day, and for some reason, like, I've got a new TV, and for some reason, whenever you play a movie file, it automatically starts with the subtitles on.
Oh, that's annoying.
It is annoying.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it gets to a point where I have to make sure I turn the subtitles off as quick as I could.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'm reading them while watching the movie.
Yeah.
And then when, like, if you leave it to a certain point and then you turn it off, like,
You feel
I don't know,
disengaged.
I don't know if you get it, but, like, I feel like I'm not understanding the movie.
No,
You know, like,
well,
you
yeah.
struggle to understand what they're saying because you can't read what they're
I
saying.
watched a movie last night I didn't have subs for, and a third of the film was
It's in
in
another
is in
language.
Spanish.
Oh, like,
And we had to piece together what was going on. But also on that, Rose likes watching movies with the subtitles on.
yeah.
Yeah.
On Netflix and stuff. Do any of you guys, do any of your partners do that? Or
No, so it does. I do it sometimes. I do it sometimes when I remember what always happens. It's when you're watching a movie and you mishear what an actor says.
Yeah.
And you turn on the subs to understand again. I just forget to turn it off, and for like I remember
You
for, like
just leave it?
I just leave it and forget all about it.
Well, Lauren's going to hate me for saying this, but she really hates subtitles.
she's got a
Because
vendetta against it.
we were sitting down. I think we just finished Modern Family.
Yeah.
I think, like, we watched the whole series.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're looking for a new TV show to watch, so we jumped on Netflix and we were having a bit of a browse.
Yeah.
And I came across Narcos, and I thought, I haven't seen this. This looks great. Let's give it a watch.
Good.
Seems
So
like
we
it's right up your alley. but-
Yeah. So it's right up my alley. And
Yeah.
she likes Breaking Bad, so I sort of, I thought,
Yeah.
we'd be on the same page with this one.
Mhm.
So we started watching it, and it got to about 3 minutes in, and obviously being set in Colombia, there was a lot of
There may be a
Spanish going on.
double
So the subtitles started popping up.
Yeah.
And I gave it a few minutes, and, and then she's turned to me and she goes, I don't want to watch this anymore. And I'm like, why? She goes, I'm too tired to read. I just can't be bothered with these subtitles.
To defend Lauren, I actually do the same thing. If something's in another language and it's past, say, 7:30, I'm done.
Forget about it. So, yesterday was Valentine's Day, right?
Yes.
Was it now?
It was, actually. So, I've read up online, and I guess it's a bit late now, but I think it's a good tip for people leading into next year.
Yeah.
Here's a Valentine's Day gift idea.
Yeah.
So you can name a cockroach, right?
Wait, Is the cockroach, do you get to see the picture of the cockroach? Like, when you adopt, like, a turtle, yeah, they have, like, the picture of the turtle, and, this is so-and-so.
Can I guess it? Do you engrave them?
No. So
Grave them.
you name this cockroach, right?
Yeah.
And there's a zoo in Texas, in El Paso,
Yeah.
that has these cockroaches in
Right.
their zoo, and you name them
Okay.
after your ex, and then they will feed these cockroaches to selected animals in their zoos,
Right.
and you can watch them be fed to these animals.
Right. That's interesting.
I know, and on top of that, they have a special incentive for, like, people to donate a lot of money.
Right.
Where select number of staff, they'll eat a cockroach for every $1,000 raise.
No.
But the bit I love about it is that it's capped at $10,000 so that's 10 cockroaches that people
Is
will
it
eat.
one staff member eating the cockroaches?
No,
Or is that like a
there's 10, I think
culture?
it's 10
So there's a
eating
culture of
10
eating
cockroaches. That's right.
at the zoo.
Yeah, but I love the fact that they've capped it at 10,000 because they know that there's people on the internet that are willing to just throw their money at those stupid things.
Yeah.
But what an idea!
That's good. I like that. Wow. Speaking of, like, sort of world news, I want to hone in a bit. I want to play a game with you guys.
Right.
This may or may not work. Hear me out. So I'm going to list some local news stories from around Australia.
Right.
And I want you guys to tell me what state it's from.
Okay.
If you can tell me what state it's from, you get a point.
Yeah.
And
I
wanna
like
see-
this.
So I'm just going to read the headline of the story. They're interesting ones.
Yeah.
So the first one, which state was this from? So an airport raided by bomb squad over a suspicious bag, but instead inside was a pet rabbit. So airport security raided a bag they thought was a bomb inside, and then they open it, there's a rabbit inside.
Did someone say
It happened
ta-da?
Did they sawed the rabbit in half? So,
I feel like this is some weird shit that's
so it's
like...
in Australia. We're not going to go international.
I'm gonna say
I'm
South Australia.
I'm going Victoria.
Both. Where'd you say South?
Yeah, I said South Australia.
Adelaide is
Oh, I knew it. I knew they're
That was
weirdos
my
over there.
correct. The magician was a suspected terrorist. So we're getting on to the next one. A woman has been placed on probation after riding her horse drunk to a drive-through bottle shop. And there's a quote from this as well. I'm going to quote this lady.
Right.
She's in her 50s. Not only have I ridden my horse through quite a few bottle-os and never refused service, I've never been refused service at the pub either.
What are
On a
On
horse.
a horse?
Where's this from in Australia?
Queensland?
Trent, what do you think? Dan thinks Queensland?
So I'm going to go on a similar sort of route. I'm going to say like rural New South Wales.
Dan gets a point, it's Queensland.
Oh,
Logan
okay.
City, Queensland.
Right.
Like,
I mean, look, it's like... would you class a horse as a vehicle?
does that mean she can
Well,
go to the
can you
drive-through?
go through Macca's?
Yeah.
Can you? I don't think you
You
can.
can't go through on bicycles through the Macca's drive-through.
Right. Which
you?
I would consider more of a vehicle than a horse.
I feel like, wouldn't you be impressed to just want to serve them being that confident to go up on a horse?
But, no,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they also, sorry, I should have mentioned it in the story. She was incredibly over the limit.
Oh, yeah.
She was like drunk, so that's why she got arrested for it.
Yeah.
Because she was riding drunk,
Driving.
horsing and drinking.
Riding.
Mix.
Riding under the influence.
So I've got one more. It's a tie between you two. So
Alright.
let's see if one of you guys can win.
I'm actually surprised we've guessed an answer. Like
I'm impressed. Invasion of the tumbleweeds. Woman's home engulfed by hairy panic. Masses of tumbleweeds have invaded a local town and forced closure of a major road. Now
a major road.
I'm gonna give you guys an easy one. I'm gonna give you guys. It's somewhere. A clue is it's somewhere where you wouldn't potentially suspect a tumbleweed. A state where.
Tasmania?
Do you think it's up to you? Do you want to lock in Tasmania,
Sure, why not?
Trent?
Well, I was going to go the obvious WA, but
Yeah.
now that you've said that, and Dan's taken
And
Tasmania.
my dear friend Tom's from WA.
He would know all about
He would be
tumbleweeds.
all over it.
I am going to take a stab and say that it's Victoria.
Okay, one of you's right. One of you guys are right.
Alright.
It's not going to be me.
It was in Wangaratta, Victoria.
No. Winner.
Winner. So Trent, you're the reigning champion of local news stories from around Australia.
Oh, I really like that segment.
Okay, yeah,
I think it could be a recurring one.
It could be. Well, the only other recurring segment we've got is the top 5.
That's right. And speaking of top five,
D, you've got some top 5 favourite.
Can
Was
you
it Australian?
Can you tell me the history of the top 5, Kai?
No.
Now, I will tell you this. I have forgotten what I wrote down. And I wrote it this morning.
Okay, so let's recap. I gave you a top 5 list of your top 5 favourite moments of Australian
Oh, was it
history.
favourite? I just kind of wrote down what I thought.
That's okay. Look,
Well, I guess it's kind of something...
while
isn't that generally what a top 5 is?
No, because I thought it was like... Because my brain went to like top 5 like things that... Like, I guess it was top 5 things of history in Australia popped in my head. And it's good.
Can
Well, that's it, right?
Can we bundle them together and say they're Dan's top 5?
Yeah, I'd say.
Sure,
yeah.
why not? Now...
As long as it's nothing.
He's definitely rethinking his list right
He is.
now.
No. It's just it's more like because what I've written down. Would you like to read what I?
Dan thought the top 5
Like,
worst things in Australian history.
Or should I just say it?
Go on, just
Say
say
it, list it.
Get,
Go
list
from
your
5
top,
to 1.
list
Alright,
your
go
top
on.
5 moments in Australian history.
Moments. All right.
This was without googling it.
Did
Yeah.
you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you didn't Google it. So this is just off your
So
brain.
the first thing
This
is
is number 5.
number 5.
Yep.
Egg boy.
The guy who
yes.
smashed the egg on.
So can you got to elaborate?
Ah,
on
yeah.
that, boy. So
So like it was like on the news or something like that at the time, and like wasn't the guy just a massive tosser whoever was talking on screen? I'm pretty
he's
sure.
a politician.
Yeah, and basically he's jabbering on, and this kid walks up behind him and just cracks Biggie.
Egg boy. And he cracks the egg. And doesn't the politician turn around and swing at him?
He's actually swinging at him.
Yeah.
Jeez, that is a moment that
That's
I've actually forgotten about.
Dude, I didn't think about that until you brought that up.
That's a good one.
So the next one I've gotten written down is the Winter Olympics. I
Which
don't
one?
remember what year. It is the first Winter Olympics award we ever won.
Really?
Do you know what for?
Yes, I do.
It's just been implanted in Dan's memory.
Only because I find it really funny.
Right.
Have you ever... So you don't know this about the guy, the first Australian to win?
No.
Okay.
Go on.
He... So basically... I can't remember the name of the sport on my head, but it's basically like ice skating around a ring and you got to go around a bunch of times.
Right.
Did everyone stuff up except
Yes.
him?
Yes.
Everyone... Like, so he was coming last place, I think, or very last.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
And the entire group of them, on the end, like, last, like, what, 2 seconds?
Yeah.
They all tumble into each other and he gets across the line
Oh my
and
God.
wins.
He won.
Anyway.
Stephen Bradbury.
Did anyone get like a silver or a bronze?
You can just picture them just like crawling for the line.
They do. There's guys who literally dive. You see it happen.
God.
But, like, the funny part about that story is he did that for to get into the finals. That happened for him as well. That's how he got into the finals.
So that happened to him
It
twice.
happened to him twice.
I bet he's just banking on
So, like-
constantly that happening so that he can rank up in...
So I'd like to know what his actual rank is. This guy who
Oh, yeah.
definitely should be.
He would have been last, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So that's another one I got
Yeah.
from history.
yeah.
Next one is I've got the Emu War.
Go on. Dude, can I just say, I'm loving this one so
I
far.
am
Like,
too, because it's not really moments you really think
the
about.
Emu War. So what
Emu
happened
War.
with the Emu War?
The Great Emu War of Australia.
You don't know about this?
That's why
I
we're a
think
colony, isn't
I
it?
feel like I've heard.
Because you know we lost, right?
What? Go on. I don't know what it is.
So I don't.
They sent a tribe of people to fight emus.
Yes. The military.
Wait, what? What year is this?
This is like
1995.
2019, 11
Like,
years ago.
this is like, don't take my word for this. So
Everyone listening, fact check Dan.
Dan's quoting Wikipedia as we speak.
I think this is the 60s, if I had to remember properly.
Okay.
Or maybe 40. It's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
And basically, emus were ravaged. What?
I'm just enjoying it. I'm genuinely enjoying it. Go on.
Emus were ravaging a bunch of the crops in Australia.
Right.
Like, they were ripping them apart, and like they needed a way to get rid of these emus.
Mm.
So, like, you know, you could remove them. You could try and move them to a different population, to a different area, or they could just bring in the government and they will shoot them all.
Right.
So they brought in the military to chase them down and shoot all of them.
No. Soldiers, like trained soldiers.
Yeah,
Okay.
soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't do it.
What couldn't they do?
They couldn't kill all the emus, and they kept running away from them.
Right.
So they couldn't catch them. And there are machine guns and stuff. Like, there's a whole thing about it. I wish I had looked it up now to show you.
Dan, honestly, I'm fascinated by this.
Well, the emu war.
Yes, I've never heard. Why have I never heard? Have you heard of this trend?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know how they lost, because, like, the government, I can't remember what it was, something to do with the government, like, just going, oh, we'll just do this instead.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't do it. They couldn't beat the emus. And the emus
Right.
ended up getting away, and, like,
Imagine-
they kept ripping up the crops.
Imagine saying you served in the Great Emu War.
I love it.
That
So
was
that's
a
number 3.
Yeah.
So we're down to number 2.
Jeez, we still
now.
got 2 to go. We're getting spoiled.
Yeah.
This is a thrilling roller coaster of emotions.
Now, all I wrote down was Captain Cook,
Okay.
but I'll go with
Tread lightly. Yeah.
I'll go with this one then.
Yeah.
Do you know where he died?
No.
Do you know how he died, or like what happened to him? Like,
No.
Can I guess?
Yeah. I hope I get this. I'm pretty sure I got.
He died in the Great Emu War.
I know how he died. I hope I get the country right that he died in though.
Did he die of old age?
No.
Okay. That's me.
It was not a good death.
Okay, how did
What about
he
you,
go?
Trent?
No,
Because he's got a shack in the botanical garden.
that's right.
Yeah, but they moved it, right?
They can't move his house.
Yeah, they moved his house. They like broke it apart and then brought it down.
So it's not his house.
Yeah, no. It's all the wood still.
Oh.
But basically, if I get this right, it was Hawaii.
Okay.
So he went to Hawaii, and all the natives, if I get this right, thought he was a god or something like that.
Yeah.
So to prove that he was a god,
What did they do to him?
they threw harpoons at him to prove that he was a god.
Okay.
And obviously, he didn't make it.
What? He wasn't a god?
Yeah, they thought he was a god because he was like, I don't know, in some way. So they harpooned him to death.
Wow.
Like they threw a bunch of like sticks of or like stickers like knives on them, and they
I'm gonna give Dan the benefit of the doubt here.
What?
But I'm very skeptical of that.
I'm pretty positive that's how he
No,
died.
I feel like Dan's saying these
He's done well to not Google these.
I feel
But
like I believe you because I feel like I've heard that before as like in high school.
Because like I'll that tangent I'll go on in a minute when I was trying to think of the history crap.
Okay, and so number one, are we going to now?
Yeah,
Or-
what's number one?
Number one, drum roll. Can you put in a drum roll effect?
Sure.
The most famous one of them all, Trent and I have been there, the Gold Rush.
You've been to the Gold Rush?
Yes.
Yes, God.
Nah, that's all right.
Because like, you didn't do it,
Yeah.
but when Trent and I were in primary school, we got sent...
Oh, yeah, because Nick
How
and
come
I...
you didn't do it?
Sounds really bad. Nick and
I
I...
stayed home because my mum promised me an Xbox.
No, I got asked, but my mum said you can stay home
There we go.
and you can have the week off school or you can go on campus.
Oh, this
And
is just like Malaysia all over
Nick's mum
again.
did the same thing, so Nick and I got a whole week off school instead of going on school camp.
Because I actually thought it was a good school camp.
I know. God forbid I let my kids do that.
Like, out of all school camps I remember, that's the only
That
one
was
I
the
remember.
best one. Was it the Tour of Knowledge?
Yes, it was. And like,
What a name.
yeah. So, from what I remember...
Maybe that should be our potty.
Pop Bed Buds, the
Tour of
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Hey, let's write that down. Cut that.
But yeah, that's probably my number one I could think of because like all I could the main thing I remember from the history about it was people all making their own settlement and they're getting attacked at like 3 a.m. and all getting killed, and apparently we were horrible to the Chinese. It's all I remember apparently, like the Gold Rush people.
Right.
I know it's not the
So that was your favourite thing about Australia?
yeah, oh yeah, that's my favourite part. No, like it was all because of camp. Because I remember when we were kids and going to that and going like to the Tour of Knowledge and like learning about it.
Yeah.
That's probably my favourite one I remember. And getting a little piece of gold that I lost.
Well, there you go.
but on that, do you guys, because we all went to
Here we
St.
go.
Mark's, do you remember at all what you learnt in history class?
I don't think I... Did we?
It's such a broad...
Did we even do history? When
Yes.
when did we do history
Year 7
class?
and 8 you do history.
Right. Was it all like ancient Greek stuff?
We did ancient Greece.
We did, because this is what I remember. The only thing I remember from it was learning about like knights and stuff.
Do you know what the problem with history is with school? Because it's so boring at school. Because they've got to go... I feel like you get the fundamentals done. Like they've got to tick off the big things that happen, right?
Right.
But there's some of them are so boring. And then as you get older, you kind of... You've grown up thinking, oh, history. But if you get into it, you learn the niche, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like you lay it as a kid with this crappy history stuff.
Yeah, oh
But
yeah.
you need to know it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, they obviously have to teach World War II. Obviously have to teach, like...
But
Yeah.
they like teach you about like Egypt, but I can't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Like there's so
But
much
do you
stuff.
feel like you've learnt about Egypt more... Let's just say Egypt as an example. As an adult more than you did in school? Like, just
Yeah.
general knowledge? Like...
Yes. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I remember from history as well in Year 9? We had to dress up as our, like, a historical figure.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Oh.
I don't know if I should say
No,
it,
please,
Let's
no.
just say people dressed as inappropriate things because they're Year 9 boys. Let's just leave it at
Yeah.
that. Should we... How's everyone's bed, by the way? I've enjoyed mine.
I've enjoyed mine too.
Dee, how's yours?
Oh, I've hated it. I really hated it.
He's had about one sip out of it.
So
Oh.
this is Feral Brewing Co. Biggie Juice.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm
It's no biggie.
not minding it so far.
Yeah.
Should we finish the episode with some questions? Because we got a lot of people have given
Sure.
us...
Also, you haven't let me do.
Oh, sorry, Dee. Sorry.
Yes.
He needs to give his next top 5.
Yes.
My next top 5, Trent, is 5 favourite things you like to see at the zoo. I'm kidding.
Elephants.
Your face just...
Elephants.
No.
The sad monkeys. What's your top 5, Dee?
I just had to see the look on your... I had to see the look on your face doing that. Just...
Oh.
No.
Right.
Top 5 reasons why you should keep Valentine's Day.
Keep Valentine's Day.
Keep Valentine's Day.
Well, so Top
Start
5
again.
reasons. Top 5. Have I got it right? I forgot my own question. I definitely didn't prep this. Top 5 reasons why Valentine's Day should exist? Is that what it was?
No.
Wasn't it his favourite
Try again.
things
It's-
about
There's
No.
5 reasons why Valentine's Day shouldn't exist.
Oh!
Alright, now I'll go.
Nah, I just want to talk so Trent, it's harder for Trent to edit it out.
I want you to do top 5 reasons why Valentine's Day should exist.
Wow, man. No, you said it wrong again.
Wrong again. Yes. It's meant to be-
Top
why-
5 reasons why Valentine's Day. Alright, sorry, you go.
No, you say it. You need to ask Trent. Oh, can you keep all of this in?
Top 5 reasons why Valentine's Day shouldn't exist.
Shouldn't
What?
exist.
Okay,
Alright.
Trent, that's a real mind that you've got
I
a week
think
to
I
think
can do
about.
that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Look, we are running ish on time.
Oh, it's fine.
Should we do
We
a
should,
couple of questions?
yeah, let's smash out some questions.
Yeah?
I think.
Alright. I've got a biggie.
A
From
Biggie
the-
juice.
A piggy juice. This one's from my cousin Ty in Sweden. Sweden?
Oh, we have a Sweden listener.
We do.
International.
Hey Ty. So Tyron Alderson. Hey buds, loving the show. A question from the other side of the world here in Sweden.
Oh, he has to show off he's a man of the world.
If you 3 were survivors in a zombie apocalypse situation and one of you were bitten, how exactly would you deal with them? And if you were the one that got bitten, but the others didn't know, would you be that guy and try and hide it? That's the question. sorry, I inflected it like there's more. So yeah, let's say I get bitten.
Yep.
We're in a zombie apocalypse world.
How would we deal with Kyle?
Well, what if I don't tell you? Would you be that guy? Like, let's say you get bitten. Are you gonna tell us?
You'd so be that guy who doesn't tell.
I would tell.
You'd tell? Okay.
I think I'd tell.
Because, like, can you imagine putting your group at risk like that?
But then they might
It's
kill
more because
you.
I wouldn't want to turn into a zombie. That's what I more think about. I wouldn't want to be the one. I wouldn't want to turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my train of thought would be. I don't want to turn into a zombie.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. And, so, what was the other part of Ty's question? It was, so how would you deal with it? How would we ration out things is what I'd like to know. Because, like, would we have an equal society? Or would there be a dictator?
There'd have to be a leader in the group, obviously.
You reckon? That didn't work well for The Walking Dead.
What do you mean? There's still Daryl's still in it. I think.
I guess. I mean, I think we'd go somewhere. We'd have to bring our significant others, and we'd probably have to bring our parents and grandparents and extended family and live on a farm together.
So we're bringing a big bus.
Look, I wouldn't tell you guys if I got bitten. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, I knew that
Because I
yeah.
wouldn't want to die.
But you're going to.
You're going
But
to.
maybe I'm the one who...
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. Ty, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah,
You've
no,
basically broken up the friendship group.
Nah,
Thanks,
Bev
Tom.
Bud's over.
and if you
That's the end.
and if we found out you were a zombie, I'd make sure to just push you off a cliff.
Once I don't die, so I turn into a zombie that's being pushed off a cliff.
Oh, you might like whack your head on the way down.
Maybe. All right. Well, thanks for that, Ty.
Next question. I reckon Dan can do the honours with this
Dan, do
one.
you want to do one?
Oh.
It's just so hard, isn't it?
Alrighty. This one's from Stefan Zipkis in Mornington.
Oh,
Stefan.
hello, Stefan.
Hello.
Alright. Would you
Oh,
guys... Oh, wait, help me.
Help me.
Is that what you just
I
said?
said ahoy.
Oh, I thought you thought the...
We can't say ahoy.
I know.
We can say howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy, Stefan.
Howdy.
Now, here's one. Would you guys move to Mars if you were given the opportunity?
Would I move to Mars if I was given the opportunity? It depends how colonized it is.
Well, like space, I think...
Well, like to add to that, would it just be who's going to Mars? Like if it's literally just myself, I don't think I could.
No. How many people are there is the other big factor.
Yeah, has
is
it
there
already-
10 of you? Is there 100 of you?
would you be more worried if Matt Damon was going on it?
Yeah, look, I've seen him get stuck on a planet or two before. I wouldn't want to go with him. I don't think I don't. It's so hard. I don't think I would.
Wait, so like we're living there forever?
Yeah, move to Mars.
Nah, I don't. Like, nah. I'm not giving up my life to like live in Mars.
Okay, let me ask you this then: would you rather take a trip to Mars or the moon?
Mars.
You'd rather explore Mars and come
Yes.
back, like for like a year.
Because it takes 6 months, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, but you'd rather that than the moon.
Only because like
No, doesn't it take 2 years to get to the Mars?
I don't think so, because I think SpaceX or whatever it is.
I feel like it's always changing.
Because there was actually that program that they were going to send people to Mars. Yeah.
But yeah, I think SpaceX said it was like 6 months or something.
So
like
would you go to Mars?
If I could come back, yes.
Yeah.
Trent?
No, but wasn't a question to live on Mars?
Yeah, if it was to live there, no way. No, I'm not giving up my...
But what if you went with
Would
like...
you guys move to Mars if you were given the opportunity?
Like,
what if you were with like your significant other or your family?
like people can barely handle me when we go away for one weekend. Like...
There have been...
So you're
fights.
thinking about others.
Like, I'm thinking of the group as well.
What do they give you your own little dome? So you wouldn't, Trent, would you?
I think it depends on like who you go with.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, if it was just me, probably not.
Yeah.
But it'd be a cool thing to do.
It would. It'd be good to experience, I guess. I don't.
Not that you could really tell anyone.
It's so awesome here. You should have seen it.
You know, here's the more heartbreaking. All right, Trent. Say you're right. You go to Mars.
Yeah.
And you're there for like 20 years, and you're coming back now. Like you've colonized it and all that stuff, and you come back, and no one knows who you are.
Oh.
No.
What?
No, I wouldn't do that. Would you?
Like, so the world doesn't know that you're one of the people that...
And they don't believe that you came from Mars.
Like, you can show it. Like, but people just go, oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone's heading there now. Like, how much would that break your heart?
Yeah.
It would be sad. So the answer, Stefan, is no. Do we want to do one more or should we wrap it up? What do you guys think?
Oh, I'll do one more.
One more.
One more? Trent, would you like to do the honours?
Sure.
Thank you very much for the submissions as well. I love these questions. Oh no, go on.
What is this?
So this one comes from Queensland, actually.
Okay.
Comes from Brisbane specifically.
Brisbane.
Jade Southwell writes in.
Here we go. Hi, Jade.
Howdy, Jade.
Howdy. Ahoy.
We're doing howdy.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a bit controversial. This one, I don't know if I should read it.
Read it.
Did Tom?
Oh God.
Did Tom really vomit in the toilet?
I'm gonna answer this really quickly. Yes.
There's such like a
So
question.
okay, we'll go through the story really quickly for our listener.
Oh God.
We had a party at Dan's house when we were in year 12.
Oh, we were pretty young. I
Year
think.
12 It was year 12 because we meant the documentary.
Oh yeah.
We had a party. There was about 6 to 8 guests at the party. We wouldn't call it much of a party, a sleepover.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, someone vomits in the toilet, and we wake up, and no one's taken accountability for it. No one said, put their hand up and said, I've thrown up in Dan's toilet. So we sat on it for a bit, and we sort of ummed and ahed about who the suspects are, and we always drew it back to Tom. Tom Webb. Thomas James Webb, for those who want to look at him on Instagram. And he always denied it. So us being film enthusiasts made it a real, really like, you know, groundbreaking documentary series about investigating this.
A one-part series.
Who vomited in Tom's?
No, there's a 2-part.
There's 2. Who vomited in Dan's toilet? And we sort of as we uncovered it, we found out it was Tom.
Did we?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like without a doubt it was Thomas James Webb. Now I told Tom I saw that question and I messaged Tom saying, heads up, you're about to be outed once again on the podcast
For throwing up on my toilet.
for throwing up in Dan's toilet. He said, of course I knew it was coming. But no, look, we never had any full concrete evidence, but we pinned it on Tom.
It's pretty clear.
It's black and white. It's no 12 Angry Men. It's a closed case. So
Alright,
final review of the beer. Dan, how many?
All right, how many thumbs up out of the official rating of 13 do you give it?
Oh, this is the worst drink I've ever had.
No, you said
No.
sour beer.
It's worse than the mango. The passion
Sa-
fruit one.
Out
Yeah.
of all of Bev's, this is number one for me. I'm so sorry, sister.
I'm shocked.
That is
I
surprising.
really
Yeah.
don't like it.
But this
Okay.
is so similar to the one we had last
No,
week.
this is way, way different.
Wow. So what do you give it?
Like,
Thumbs down.
there are no thumbs. Like,
You give
zero.
it a-
It's just thumbs out. Like, this.
Nothing again.
This is
Dan's
like-
a hard cookie to
Jesus
please, isn't he?
Christ.
Like, I'm so sorry to your sister too, because like, but this is literally one of the worst drinks I've ever had.
Trent, what do you give it?
I think it's pretty solid. I'm going to say about a 10 thumbs out of 13.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, how can you?
I like it.
Really?
It just tastes like a nice beer.
It is,
I'm-
yeah.
I
This is
like,
beer?
yes.
It's like a cider-ish thing.
No, like I don't have anything
No.
like super. The only thing I'd say is a bit hoppy, but I'd drink it from like if it were at a brewery, it was on tap or something.
Really?
I'd
Yeah.
try it. Yeah.
It's definitely not something that you can session.
I couldn't.
It's a
sit
bit
around
heavy
and-
to session.
I couldn't go down to the beach and drink 10 of them, but I could have one or two.
You'll end up looking like the pig on the can.
I
right?
would. I would look like piggy juice.
Piggy small.
Yeah, so no, I give it 9 thumbs up. Trent, you give it 10, and Dan,
10.
you give it another thumbs down.
Yeah.
Over here.
Jesus.
Am I like am I the drink snub of the podcast?
He's listen. He's losing touch.
Should we look for other hosts?
I think we should. I think we should get the stunt man. Alrighty, well, Trent, should we?
We should do the official sign off.
We should.
Alrighty, so I think that's it for the show.
Yep.
If anyone's got more suggestions, more questions, more anything, we're happy to take them.
Yep.
And as always, take care.
And like my mum said to me last night when she looked at me, good night.